a esta genial entrevista. No sé ustedes, pero una de mis películas favoritas del universo de Marvel son Capitán América, El Soldado de Invierno y Civil War, así que estoy muy contenta de tener aquí al director de estas películas y de la próxima película de Avengers Infinity War, Mr. Joe Russo. Thank you for having me here.
Well, thank you for having me.
Oh, no, it's a pleasure. It's great.
Yeah.
So yesterday, after seeing the screening, which I loved,
Okay.
I have this friend who had no idea what like the Marvel universe is. So I was trying to explain to her why this film is so important.
Yeah.
So can you tell me?
I don't, it's a lot of stories about comic book characters that people love, and it's been it's a really unique experiment in movies where for 10 years Marvel has been telling stories in different franchises, all very successful, all very different. And now this movie, Avengers Infinity War, is going to bring all of them together.
Yes.
Into one big event.
It all started with Iron Man. Do you remember the first time you saw? Where were
Absolutely.
you? Which was the movie theater?
I was at the movie theater in Los Angeles, not very far from my house. The first time I saw Iron Man, I loved the film. I saw it again the next week with my kids.
Oh, nice.
And I was hooked.
The entire time I knew him, he only ever had one goal. To wipe out half the universe. If he gets all the Infinity Stones, he can do it with the snap of his fingers.
Do you have your own action figures? Like, do you have a favorite
I
one?
do have some action figures. I used to collect comic books when I was a kid. So, and as part of the perks of being a director on these movies is when the new toys come out, we get the new toys. So.
You are the first to try them.
Yes, I have the new Thanos gauntlet.
Oh.
Yes, I'm running around my house.
Don't say that. They're gonna go and try to sneak in your house. Like,
That's right.
He has it.
Take my Thanos gauntlet.
So which infinite gem would you like to have if you could?
Oh boy, which one I have? I mean, I think maybe the Time Stone would be really nice to be able to either go forward in time or back in time.
Would you rather go forward or back in time?
Back.
Really?
Well,
to a special decade? Or?
Yeah, would you rather relive happy moments in your life rather than skip happy moments in your life?
Oh, that's a really nice thought.
Yes.
So all of this Marvel Cinematic Universe, we've seen different styles, different superheroes, but I was really impressed yesterday to see how you managed to put all of these different styles into one. How hard was it to accomplish?
It was very difficult. It took a lot of work. But that was the fun of making the movie, is that the challenge of it was trying to put all these characters together to create a coherent narrative that really paid off. 10 years of storytelling, and it took a lot of hard work, but it was my brother and I working together very hard with the writers and with the actors, all of us working towards that common goal of telling the best story possible for Marvel fans.
Great. And was there something that you really wanted to happen on the film but maybe was too hard to put on?
There was nothing, what's amazing is that there's a lot of crazy things in this movie. It's a very big film, and there's a lot of scale in the film, and there's big battles and big events that happen. So a lot of the big ideas that we had made in the movie. A lot of times it's the smaller ideas that you're passionate about that you don't have the room for, and there were a couple times when we just couldn't fit things, but there's always next time.
Yeah. And I would love to know, since we have Guardians of the Galaxy and it's all about the music, which song would you take to space? Just one song. Oh my gosh,
which song? If I could only take one song in my life, probably Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin.
All right, that's a good one.
Yes.
What would you say is harder as a director to direct all the scenes in green screen, or do you rather have the characters performing in real spaces?
I prefer that they perform in real spaces. Okay. It's much harder for the actors to imagine the environment. It's harder for the camera operators, for us, to understand what's going on in that environment. When we do shoot green screen, then we bring all of the artwork to show them what they're looking at, and what we talk about it with them, and so they get a sense of where they are and what they're trying to accomplish. But it's always easier, because we like emotional realism, to put actors together in a room where they can touch things and everything's tactile, and then you can get a truer performance.
I hope they remember you.
Can we expect to see Ant-Man or
Hawkeye? Or Hawkeye in this movie? Here's the thing. There's 2 Avengers films coming.
Yes.
Yeah, Avengers 3 and Avengers 4.
All
So
right.
characters that go to the forefront in Avengers 3 might not be at the forefront of Avengers 4. Maybe not everyone is going to be in Avengers 3. And that's part of their story.
Nice.
Yeah.
So my final question,
Yeah.
you as a director, I know that people associate you like with superheroes or Marvel, but can you share with me one of your favorite films of all times?
Oh, one of my favorite films of all time.
It doesn't have to be your favorite, but just one.
Yeah, one of my favorite. I would probably, when I say The Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, really?
Yes, when I was, I was 11 years old, and I went to the theater at 11 a.m., and I watched it all the way till 11 p.m. that night. So I saw it 6 or 7 times in a row.
That's crazy.
That's how much I loved it.
All right. Well, that's great. Thank you very much for sharing that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cinéfilos, no puedo esperar a escuchar su opinión. ¿Qué es lo que tú esperas de Avengers Infinity War? ¿Qué te gustaría ver en esta película? Y por favor, déjame por ahí también quién es tu superhéroe o superheroína favorita. Si te gustó este video, no olvides darle like, suscribirte si aún no lo has hecho y recuerda que aquí abajo en la descripción te dejo los links para que puedas visitar nuestro sitio de Fuera de Foco, escuchar nuestro podcast y no nos queda más que esperar el gran estreno de esta nueva cinta de Marvel. Mi nombre es de Mesa con Z. Adiós.